Yeah, boy.
On the 7. Can he cut it inside and billiard the 8 right on the nose? That might be the shot if he dropped it in the side, hit the 8 on the nose. That's what he did, but he missed the ball. And you know what?
That could be the last shot he's played in the match.
He made a bad shot.
Keep Reyes' dream for a second U.S. Open title alive.
Magandang hapon mga kaibigan, mga kabilyard. Welcome to Kabilyaran Reaction and Commentary Videos. For today's reaction video, pag-usapan natin itong napakagandang laban, very thrilling and exciting match between the magician Efren Reyes versus Schmidt. Naganap ito noong 2005. Ito yung US Open 9-ball tournament. Ang game nila ay 9-ball. Ang match nila ay race to 11. Ang breaking format nila ay alternate breaking rule. At makikita natin dito mukhang nanalo dyan sa lag si Schmidt. Siya yung nag-break pero walang pumasok. Open ang table dito kay Efren Reyes. Makikita natin si Efren Reyes noong 1994. Siya yung kauna-unahang Pilipino na nanalo na non-American personnel or pool master na nakapanalo sa US Open 9-ball tournament. At dito nga mukhang gustong sungkitin ulit ni Efren Reyes itong US Open 9-ball na ito. Nasa semifinal na siya at magkakaalaman dito dahil kalaban ni Efren Reyes isa sa pinakamagagaling na pool player ng US itong si Schmidt. Kaya panoorin natin mga kabilyard, si Schmidt ang nasa table ngayon. Tingnan natin kung sino ang maka first blood dito sa rack number 1.
On the senior tour from Columbus, Ohio, one of the hardest working guys in the business.
That's what he's trying to do to him. Look at the speed of this shot, Jimmy.
What a great shot from John there. Early indications show that John is going to give Efren everything he could have asked for. Great effort from Schmidt there. Had to get behind that pink.
I like to call John Schmidt a straight shooter, but he has picked up some finesse to go along with his straight shooting. And of course, Efren is master of the kick safe. You know how this all came about? This kicking for TV years ago in Johnson City. They came with any foul ball in the end. We used to play push-outs all the time. And what happened is, in the beginning, we would play and try to hit the ball and ride it real hard, and as time went by, people like Efren brought in the kick safe, which means kick at one side or the other. This shot here was not an accident. He played that.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is the reigning U.S. Open 9-ball.
Nobody kicks better than Reyes. Generally acknowledged as the best. They call him the magician just because of the traps that he can get out of.
That was a pretty good hit. I mean, he didn't sell out a shot, but he's certainly going to sell out a pretty easy save.
Both of these players, Danny, as you and I saw, warmed up for quite a while on this main table. So they should have a pretty good feel for the speed and the nuances that any table would carry with it. Brand new cloth, bed, and rails. What a beautiful table this is. Cocobolo wood.
Virginia Beach, Virginia, please welcome back your own Dave Souquet.
See what he did there? See the cue ball control? He hit the rail and he had reverse, so the ball came straight back on the 9. Of course, it wasn't as effective because he's not frozen on the 9. If you freeze a guy on the ball, you're taking away a lot of the table. He's going to kick 2 rails and whack it.
Thank you.
Man, we're sparring right here. Look at this kick. He returned the favor.
Yeah, this is some kind of pool. You want a tactical battle to kick things off? Well, we're here to tell you that's just exactly what you've got. Not many open seats in this arena either. They all come to watch Reyes.
That was one of the times. You see what he did there? The other shots he was playing kick safe, and every now and then you don't have a kick safe, so you want to hit it hard and hope something happens. That's what happened. He used good judgment, got rewarded.
I think that's the beauty of Efren Reyes and why he's so difficult to beat. He reads the situations. You've got to just jump over the edge of the 6 here to go at this 2.
Capital City Classic, the Big Apple 9-ball challenge. known as the Korean
This is
Dragon.
one that,
Please welcome
if he
from Orlando,
manufactures a
Florida,
win,
Charlie Williams.
he earned this one in this rack.
He sure did. He out-safed him,
And his opponent's one of the top
and
two
now
in the
he
world,
got first
former
shot
world
because
straight
of
pool
it.
champion. He resides in Carson City, Nevada. The Hunter, Mr. Bobby Hunter, table number 14.
You want to draw
Thank you.
first blood.
Winners bracket action on table number 15.
Just float this
One
off
of the
two
top
cushions
table
and play the
mechanics
5
in
into the
business.
bottom left
California
corner.
State 9-ball champion from Silmar, California, Senor Ernesto Dominguez. Dominguez, table number 15. Thank you. And his opponent from
Perfect.
Columbus, Ohio, one of the young guns, Mr.
The
Chris
7
Parker.
could
Chris
pose
Parker,
problems,
15.
Danny. I don't know
Thank
how
you.
it's situated near that right side
Sponsored by
pocket.
Pool
You see it
Paradise
just
player
at the
representative for
right edge of
Falcon
your
Chung,
picture there.
former Canadian national champion from
Well, I
Toronto,
think if he
Canada.
gets,
Please
well,
welcome back
I'll tell you
Jeff
what,
White.
he
Table
ain't
number
is out
16,
far
Jeff
enough
White.
to go in the side
And his
pocket,
opponent is
and I
member
think
of
the
European
7
contingent
will go in
from
that
Croatia,
side
plays
pocket
all
where
day
he's shooting
strong,
the 6
Gabica
now.
Putnik. We have it here
Yeah,
for
and
Brazil.
look at this.
Maganda yung pasok nung 6 ball na yun sa side pocket, kaya ito mukhang iti-take advantage ni Reyes itong napakagandang ball positioning niya at cue ball control, no? Napapansin natin si Reyes sa mga tira niya na yan, sa kanyang galing sa pag-control sa bola. At kakaiba ang skills na yan ni Efren Reyes, kaya talagang hindi siya matalo-talo ng iba't ibang mga magagaling na pool artist at pool player. Dito, last ball si Reyes sa rack number 1, mukhang siya ang makaka-first blood. Panoorin natin mga kabilyard kung maka-score si Reyes dito. Ito, pumasok na yung 9 at 1-0 ang score natin. Si Reyes ang magbe-break dahil si John Schmidt ang nag-break doon sa rack number 1. So tingnan natin kung maka-break and run si Reyes dito sa rack number 2.
He said this is second round action. It's third round action. Both of these players in the winner's bracket have won their first 2 opening matches here in the 30th annual U.S. Open Championships. 2 breaks, and we've yet to see a ball pocketed.
Well, that started happening yesterday. Remember, the first night they were making 2-3 balls on the break. Suddenly, nobody's making a ball on the break. But I like to tell you beginners out there, or even your veteran players, that when you are on a table and you're having trouble finding out where to break them, watch your opponent too. And you get 2 choices to see which is best, yours and your opponent. If he has success, don't be stubborn. Follow his lead.
John just trying to roll that cue ball. And I think he may have let him have a look at this 1 ball. This is very close. Boy, that'll be a mistake if John left a clear look at this 1.
Oh, he has it. I'm sure he has it. Yeah, he was trying to leave a kick, I believe. Yeah, he let him have it straight in. But what he was trying to do, like you have to do with good players, you know, there's nowhere to push, so you got to come up with tricks. I think he tried to leave a kick and then dare Efren to shoot.
Everything in the open here for Reyes. Boy, that was a mistake from John Schmidt,
Yeah, a rare error.
and one that should cost him the second rack.
Yeah,
The last thing Schmidt wanted to do was start things out here, Danny, and dig himself a deficit.
Well, I'll tell you, I played Efren many times, and he is a tough guy to beat when he gets in front. I mean, I don't want to knock him in any form, but he is a great front runner. He will protect that lead. You know, he's not going to make any mental mistakes.
And John knows. He'd like to have that push out over again.
Yeah, I'd like to know exactly what he had in mind. I think he was trying to push for the kick, don't you?
He had to be, because
Yeah.
where he was pushing to, he had to be
Wait a
using
minute.
the 3 as cover.
Medyo napalakas ng konti yung tira dyan ni Reyes, pero mukhang sumakto, no, dito sa ball position niya dito sa 7 at medyo napapangiti dyan si Reyes. Tingnan natin kung magawa ng paraan ni Reyes yan at makaposisyon sa 8. Last 3 ball si Reyes dito sa rack number 2 at yun nga, naipasok niya yung 7. Mukhang maganda na rin ang ball position, no, ang angle nitong 8 at palagay ko ay makakapuntos na si Reyes dito sa rack number 2. At ito nga, last ball si Reyes, easy shot ito at makikita natin dyan na nakatutok na rin dito sa corner pocket itong 9. Pasok ang 9, 2-0 ang score natin dyan, lamang na lamang si Reyes. Pero si John Smith ang magbe-break sa rack number 3. So panoorin natin kung makabawi dito si John Smith sa rack number 3.
Long and hard on the break.
Skip tayo ng 4 na racks at makita natin dito si John Smith ang magbe-break. Ang score natin dyan mga kaibigan ay 3-2. Nakahabol si John Smith dyan ng 2 puntos, no? At dito nga makita natin yung break na yan ni John Smith, medyo dry break yan. Kaya back to table itong ating pambato na si Efren Bata Reyes. Score natin 3-2, nakahabol ng 2 puntos si John Smith. Si Reyes ang nasa table. So tingnan natin kung makapuntos ulit si Reyes dito sa rack number 6.
Notice how he followed through, let go of the bridge. It didn't look like, a very good stroke.
Well, I said he's playing with a cue that he probably hasn't spent a lot of time with. A fellow that makes cues for Cue Perfect in the Philippines, I think was building Efren a cue, so who knows?
Yeah, that's a rare miss. I didn't expect him to miss there. Of course, John thinks Miss is an unmarried girl's first name.
Now, did he get lucky? Did he
Yeah.
hit this too hard enough?
No, yeah, I think the 2 goes past in the corner. Yeah, I believe it does. I think it's straight in. Stop the ball and you got the 3. Well, now he's looking, but I think it goes. Yes, it does.
Well, really, everything in the open. Just got to control that cue ball.
Oh, this is automatic position, actually. And that is the great kind of position where you just make the ball with high, lower, center, and you fall on the next ball.
Now he just wants to ensure that he gets that cue ball back into an area to clear the colors and leave that 5 over the side pocket. So he's got to clear that 8. And he looks to have done that.
If you're not playing well, you could snooker yourself on a shot like that, but he had confidence. He played right through the window there.
These are the type of racks, too, with a player like Reyes. I mean, you've got to punish him. You get a miss like that. He punished him the last time Reyes missed. And he missed again, and Schmidt has to let him know that those misses are not going to go unpunished.
Yeah, John will take advantage. He's really a hard competitor.
Mukhang may steal ni John Smith itong rack number 6, no, dahil doon sa pagkakamali ni Efren Reyes na hindi pumasok yung 1 at dahil doon na ka-open ang table, no, dito sa layout nung rack number 6. Medyo napakaganda nung bigay sa kanya ni Reyes at last 2 ball si John Smith dito at mukhang naalanganin dito sa 8 pero manageable yan. At dito nga nakita natin na ipasok ni John Smith yung 8 at napakaganda ng ball positioning niya dito sa 9. Mahusay din sa ball control itong si John Smith kaya formidable na kalaban ni Reyes ito. Pasok ang 9, mukhang tabla tayo ngayon, no, sa score. 3-all ang score natin at nag-break doon si Reyes pero walang pumasok dyan. At open ang table dito kay John Smith kaya tingnan natin kung maka-overtake si John Smith dito sa rack number 7. Panoorin natin mga kabilyar.
Perpendicular to the 2. See what he does. Oh, he went backwards. He didn't want to gamble on it, but well, he must have this other corner pocket. Good shot because this brings position.
Again, he's got a chance. He's got to take his time, keep control of his emotions.
Well, he hit a ball and he still got to the 3.
Yeah, that worked out all right.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a little easier position, but he got a little fortunate there because he glanced off the ball and fell on the 3 like he put it with his fingers.
And just hampered slightly cueing near that 9, but he doesn't have to do anything with the cue ball. Just let it drift back towards the middle. And he should have a nice look at this 4. Now the 5 doesn't go past the 9 to the bottom right. So he probably would have liked to have had that cue ball travel a few more inches to the left, Danny, I think. Better angle.
Well, I think if he draws back, he's going to have a cut on the 5. That's what he did. Because you're automatically going to the 6 when you make the 5. 2 rails, just don't go in that corner pocket because you're going towards it, so don't shoot it hard enough to reach it. See it? Anytime you're going towards a pocket and you can't avoid going towards that pocket, you got to shoot easy enough not to reach it. And that's what he did. Great thinking. Look at that stroke.
Yeah, John Schmidt's starting to look a little more comfortable. He sped up his speed of play.
Yeah, he would like to hit that a little harder, but I don't see any problems. Just don't find any pockets with the cue ball. He's in a funny position, reaching and all that, but he did it, but look where he got it. It's pretty good. He's going to have to hit a rail, but he should have a good shot on the 9.
Last 2 ball dito si John Schmidt sa rack number 7. Mukhang makaka-steal nga siya dito ng isang puntos at makaka-overtake dito kay Efren Reyes. Dahil napakaganda na ng layout nitong rack number 7, no? At tutok itong 8 sa bola para doon sa side pocket. At kung pumasok man itong 8 na ito, makikita natin yung magandang ball position para sa 9. At napaka-basic na lang yan sa mga magagaling at mahusay na pool player, no? Lalo na yung mga veteran pool player at mga master ng pool. At dito nga nakita natin, pinalapit pa ni John Schmidt itong 9 at naipasok na yan. Over na ngayon si John Schmidt, 4-3 ang score natin dyan, lamang siya ng isang puntos. At makikita natin si John Schmidt ang magbe-break dito sa rack number 8. At mukhang maganda ang break dyan ni John Schmidt, no? Merong 3 bolang pumasok. Available yung ball number 2. Napakaganda ng break na yan. At tingnan natin kung maka-break and run siya dito sa rack number 8. Panoorin natin mga kabilyar.
And now all of a sudden 3 went in. Wouldn't you like to bank them and say I'd save 1 for another rack and only make 1? Wouldn't that be something if you could do that?
Yeah. Just bring 2 more on the table, say I'll hold those. Those are my get out of jail free cards.
Right. But it is freaky. That's the freaky thing about the break. You can go and not make a ball on the break, and then all of a sudden you make 3. Look at this.
Yeah, that was a great shot. Got
Great
that cue
shot.
ball back to the middle of the table. You can see John just kind of muttering to himself, but boy, he was happy with the way that one unfolded.
You want to get close to the 6. Pretty good. Yeah, I think he's in rhythm, as you pointed out. I think he is now ready to play. He got through the shaky parts. He made a ball or 2 or 3 on the break, and he is certainly feeling good right now.
Balik sa last 2 ball, itong si John Schmidt, napakahusay niya talaga at mukhang hindi siya nagpapatinag dito sa ating pambato na si Efren Reyes, no? Napaka-precise nitong tira ni John Schmidt at dito nga last ball si Smith sa rack number 8, mukhang aabanti pa ng isang puntos si John Schmidt dito sa rack number 8 at talagang sinipat yung 9, pumasok yung 9 sa corner pocket. 5-3 ang score natin, lamang na lamang dyan si John Schmidt ng 2 puntos.
In front of Efren Reyes. Schmidt breaks off. Rack number 9. Back to form.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Break ni John Schmidt yung rack number 9 na yan, pero at sa dry break kaya walang pumasok na bola. Back to table naman si Reyes para makabawi siya, no? Tingnan natin kung makakabawi si Reyes dito sa rack number 9 at open ang table. Maganda ang pagkaka-layout ng mga bola. So tingnan natin kung makabawi si Reyes dito sa rack number 9. Panoorin natin mga kabilyar.
Players around the venue in this year's U.S. Open Championships have been very quick to say that these pockets are too tight. But I think the humidity, it's been very humid here in Chesapeake all week. It rained heavily last night, thunderstorms. That adds to the climate always has a factor, plays a major role in how tables play.
Well,
I think under the TV lights here, Danny, I think that this table is considerably drier than the others in the venue.
it definitely is. We have special lights for TV on this table, and it throws heat out and dries the cloth better than on the other tables. And we didn't have any rain today. It was a dry day, so I don't think the table's playing wet. A couple balls hit rails and went in, so that's the indication they're not real wet.
That one didn't hit a rail.
No.
Dead center. And perfectly positioned now. Just wants to draw back. Get the cue ball back towards the center of the table for the 6 to the bottom left corner. He already made the 8 in a combination shot to the side, so Efren Reyes should be pulling one back here, barring an earthquake.
Don't say that. Earthquake.
Don't tempt fate.
We avoided hurricanes. But I'll tell you, in Johnson City one time, Ronnie Allen was playing a match, and he didn't have a shot, and an earthquake hit. Everybody ran outside.
Pasok ang 7 dyan, last 2 ball si Efren Reyes at nakita naman natin maganda yung kanya mga ball positioning at ito nakatutok na sa 9 itong cue ball. Pasok ang 9, abante ng 1 punto si Reyes dito. 5-4 ang score, lamang pa rin ng 1 punto si John Schmidt dyan, pero si Reyes ang magbe-break dito sa rack number 10. So tingnan natin kung maka-break and run si Reyes dito sa rack number 12.
Does he have a shot at the 1?
Yes, he does. It's thin, and it's going to be a little tough to control, but like I said, he's a 3 cushion player, so I think he can control this ball.
There's 2 very good friends on the left. Nick Varner, 2-time U.S. Open champion, up against a 3-time world champion there sat beside him, Johnny Archer. And Johnny's won this event before, too.
Notice the judgment call there? He could have flew around trying to cut 1 in, but position was so tough that he said, I'm better off with a safe. And that's what he did. That's what's so great about him. He's going to make right decisions. I've been trying to figure it out now for 20 years. Where did he learn all this stuff? They had to have a player in the Philippines. Bad kick.
Masama yung pagkaka-kick shot doon ni John Smith, no? At matagumpay na nagawang paraan ni Reyes yun na mai-cover itong 1 para magkamali itong si John Smith. At dito nga, ball in hand si Reyes, at alam naman natin kung ball in hand si Reyes, 95% talaga na itatapos niya yung sa kanyang bola, no? Sa kanyang rack. At dito, nakaka-position si Reyes ng magandang ball positioning dahil sa ball in hand na yan. At napansin niyo mga kaibigan, mga kabilyard, mukhang relax talaga si Reyes dito bagamat down siya ng 1 puntos at mukhang alam niya kung papaano makahabol dito sa kanilang laban ni John Smith. Magandang pinapakita ni Reyes at panoorin natin mga kabilyard kung ma-run out niya itong rack number 12.
Just a little draw, straight back. Just enough. He's got the shot. Roll it in and shoot the 6 in that right-hand corner pocket. No, you don't want to roll it. Sometimes rolling it when you don't feel perfect isn't the thing to do. He had more control hitting the rail and bouncing. He did it perfectly. Because he has an angle now to get close to the 7.
Couple unforced errors saw Reyes back to his chair a little earlier than many would have expected, and Schmidt has played virtually perfect pool. He's only really missed 1 shot in the whole match, and would you believe it, it's going to be 6-6. You play 12 racks, you've missed 1 ball, and who'd believe it'd be 6-6.
Well, it's not 6-6 yet because he's looking at this. Does he have a sufficient angle to make the 7 and go to the 8 for an easy shot? No, he didn't. So he had to take a long shot on the 8. He would love to have a better shot than this, but this is what he decided.
Mahusay talaga yung kanyang pagkaka-ball position doon, no, at queuing strategy niya. At dito nga, napansin niyo medyo ina-assess ni Reyes itong 8 at tinitingnan niya yung magandang ball position sa 9. Last 2 balls siya dyan para sa rack number 12. At mapansin natin talagang very confident si Reyes dito sa kanyang tira na yan. At pinaikot pa niya yung cue ball, no, para makakuha ng magandang posisyon. Mukhang mahina ng konti pero manageable na ito doon sa corner pocket sa itaas sa gawing kanan. At kung maipasok ito ni Reyes, mukhang makakatabla siya dyan sa kanilang laban na yan, sa score na yan. At yun nga, naipasok ni Reyes yung 9. All 6 ang score natin. Si Reyes ang magbe-break sa rack number 13. May pumasok na 8 doon sa side pocket at medyo alanganin yung position nitong 1 dahil nakaharang itong 4, no? So tingnan natin kung may window yan para maipasok ni Reyes itong 1. So panoorin natin mga kabilyard kung maka-break and run siya dito sa rack number 13.
You know, he originally stopped the cue ball. It was just dead stopped in the middle of the table. That's the idea of the break. But something hit the ball and made it a little off, but I see no problems. A little right-hand English. He's still got an angle. Now I think this is the whole game falling on the 3.
Just want to acknowledge some of our sponsors at this year's U.S. Open. Q-Tech Cues, serious cues for serious players. And Chalk Off, the pool table cleaner. It's been employed here many times on this main table to keep all the chalk and dirt off that cloth. I want to thank the BCA. PlayBCA.com. Simonis cloth recovered all the tables at this year's U.S. Open. 16 tables, all recovered with beautiful Simonis 860 cloth. And when do you not draw rave reviews when you've got the best cloth in the world on the best tables in the world? These beautiful diamond billiard tables.
Gorgeous. Greg Sullivan told me the Coca-Cola wood on that table could make 100 cue sticks, and he'd make way more with the wood that way than on the table. Gorgeous wood.
This table would look very good in your living room.
Mahusay yung pagkakapasok na yun at nakikita nyo naman naka-ball position siya dito sa 7, no? At ito napapangiti na si Reyes dahil mukhang alam na this, sabi niya. Naka-position na itong 7 sa side pocket at kukunin niya na lang itong position niya sa 9 at mukhang inassess ni Reyes kung saan papapuntahin itong bola. At dito nga napakaganda nung kanyang assessment na yan at ngumingiti si Reyes mga kaibigan, mga kabilyard, at mukhang aabante siya ng 1 puntos dito sa rack number 13. Pasok ang sa 9. 7-6 ang score natin dyan mga kabilyard at lamang si Reyes. Nakita naman natin kung paano talunin, no, ni Reyes itong si John Schmidt sa mga rack. At dito nga mag-break si Reyes at pumasok yung isang bola dyan sa corner pocket. May available shot si Reyes sa 1 at tingnan natin kung maka-break and run ulit dito sa rack number 14.
Well, if he makes this, I'm sure he's going to fall on the 2. This is the whole shot right now. Fall on the 2, and this game looks like there's no problems. Don't get over the top, though. Nope, he's fine. Well, John is sitting there helpless. I mean, you know, he's just got to wait for Efren to make some kind of error, or else he's in trouble.
Not really the sort of position you want to be in when you've got to depend on an error from a player like Reyes. I mean, you really want to be in control of your fate.
Well, he liked it better when he was a couple games ahead, that's for sure. Is he going to come off the point here? Might be point position. Well, no, he went a little forward with that soft stroke because the softer you shoot, the less the cue ball glances. A little more speed, he would hit that point and possibly gone behind the 7, but he has all that knowledge, speeds.
And also, the bigger you make the pocket.
Mukhang dumediretso dito sa side pocket. Ayun, na-scratch si Reyes. Medyo masama yung pagkakatira na yun, malakas. Kaya na-scratch dyan si Reyes at ball in hand para kay John Smith. May pagkakataon si John Smith ngayon na maka-steal, no, ng isang rack dahil napakaganda nitong layout nitong rack number 14. At sabi nga ng magagaling sa pool, alam na this. At dito nga, tinutok na ni John Smith itong cue ball para maka-ball position dito sa 6. Napakaganda nung position na yan. At last 3 balls si John Smith dito sa rack number 14.
He hit it soft enough. Well, he feels awkward about the stance here and what he has to do with the cue ball. Yeah, he's going to have to bounce. Well, I don't know what he's doing. I think he's supposed to draw the ball one rail and shoot the 7 in that pocket to the right of him. Let's see what he does. I don't know. Going forward, I don't know if the angle in the side is real good. You know, he could fall in the side pocket.
Well, he's just gotten up off this 3 times. Obviously, he can't settle himself in his mind exactly how he wants to attack this. But like you, I think he should just draw to the side cushion.
That's what he did. How's the speed? Man, dangerous.
I thought he'd pull it back closer to the middle, take the 9 out of play.
Well, he happened to hit it with great speed, and he's got a clear shot at the 7.
Those long straight balls, a real test of cueing, and he thumped that one into the back of the pocket and eyeing up this 9 to get back to 7-7.
Last ball si John Smith sa 9 at ito mukhang tinutok niya na dito sa corner pocket. Pasok yung 9 na yan at tumabla ulit tayo, no, dito sa rack number 14. All 7 ang score natin dyan. Napakahusay, balikatan ang laban. Very intense yung mga nanonood, no. At ito si Reyes, skip ulit tayo ng 2 rack at nakita ninyo nag all 8 na naman ang laban dyan. At si Efren Reyes naman ang magbe-break dito sa rack number 17. Napakahusay talaga, balikatan ang laban nila dito. First place sa IPT King of Hills si Efren Reyes noong 2005. At dito nga mukhang masama itong break ni Efren Reyes na ito at may available shot si John Smith doon sa uno. Kaya balik sa table si Smith, tingnan natin kung maka-steal siya dito sa rack number 17. Panoorin natin mga kabilyar.
Bank it and stick there, and if it doesn't go, he has snookered the guy. He's not thinking of that. What he did was hit that ball, so that kept him in position for the 2. He didn't want to go back and forth with all that obstruction. So he hit 1 ball and controlled it nicely to the 2 ball.
Everything's in the open. Again, so often we say it, but this is all about just controlling that cue ball and getting it into the intended area. And there he just slightly overran. Ideal position. Now from the 3 to the 4, a tall order.
Yeah, it is.
He may be better advised to just trundle up in behind that 9.
Yeah, how about going, I don't know if trundle up is what I'm thinking.
Well, you know what? He's going to try and bank this. It's a free shot. If he misses it, he's hoping
a little wide. But it was good thinking.
Sure, he was hoping to possibly use the 8 and the 9 as blockers, but even that, I mean, it's going to be very tough for Reyes to knock this in long distance and get position to the 4. So that was pretty good thinking by John Schmidt.
It was great thinking because he knew if he missed it, the guy was going to have something really great to do to go from this 3 to the 4. And that's what he was counting on. If he made it, he had an easy shot. If he didn't, the other guy had difficulty. That's the way it's sitting. Is he shooting it at all? Oh, how about that? He made it look easy. So all that talk was nothing.
You know, I was about to say that you never get a rush of blood from Reyes. I mean, everything he does tends to be very calculating.
Great shot.
You hear all the applause. Well, I can tell you we've got the showman himself, Keith McCready, down right beside the main table as we see Reyes miss the 4 by some margin.
And he jumped up on the stroke. He didn't stay down with it, and there's the results. And John Schmidt doesn't mind it.
McCready playing Younghwa Jung from Korea. And he's enjoying a 3-1 lead at the moment, and I can tell you the fans will let you know how that one goes out. McCready has quite a following. And Schmidt looking to punish that miss from Reyes.
That was a good opening shot. The shot was tough, but the speed was tougher.
That's one thing about John, though, in this match. I mean, there have been certainly some chinks in Reyes's armor, some unforced errors, but Schmidt has punished every one of them, Danny. And I think for me, that's been the characteristic of this match.
You're exactly right. That's a good call. And
Maganda ang pinapakita dyan ni John Smith. Kita ang 7 sa corner pocket. Sumablay, kumagat doon sa side rail, no? At dito nga nagkaroon ng tokatok doon sa corner pocket noong side na yon, yung corner pocket na yon, at nag-clip hang itong 7. Chance ni Reyes para ma-steal itong rack number 17 kay John Smith, no? Napakalaking pagkakamaling nagawa yan ni John Smith dahil dyan big pay, no, ang nangyari dito dahil ma-steal nga ni Reyes itong rack number 17 at napakaganda ng ball position at layout. Sabi nga ng marami, alam na this, mukhang aabante ulit ng 1 puntos si Reyes dito sa kanilang score. Napakagandang laban, balikatan, at dito nga pasok ang 9. 9-8 ang score natin dyan, mga kaibigan, mga kabilyard. 2 rack na lang at mukhang aabante talaga si Efren Reyes dyan. At si Reyes ang magbe-break sa rack number 18. Panoorin natin, mga kabilyard. Nasipa yung 9 doon sa corner pocket, pasok, at golden break yan ni Reyes, no? At nasa hill na nga itong si Reyes. 10-8 ang score natin dyan. Mukhang sinuwerte sa break na yon si Reyes. At ito, 1 rack na lang at makukuha na ni Efren Reyes itong semifinal. Panoorin natin itong break ni Reyes para sa last rack, rack number 19.
The last one with the 9 flying into the top corner.
oh, no. This is amazing. Amazing. I brag about the mental.
Medyo masama ang break na yan ni Efren Reyes dahil napasobra yung lakas at tumalon yung cue ball, no? Dahil dyan, ball in hand dito kay John Smith at meron siyang pagkakataon ngayon na ma-steal itong rack number 19. At tingnan natin kung magawa ng paraan yan ni John Smith dahil very crucial na itong laban na ito dahil nasa hill na itong si Reyes. 10-8 ang score natin dyan, race to 11. At si John Smith, ball in hand. Kaya medyo disappointed dyan si Efren Reyes. Pero tingnan natin, mga kaibigan, mga kabilyard, masusukat dito ang galing ni John Smith dito sa ball in hand para sa rack number 19.
You may miss because of that. So that's pretty wise thinking for a young man. Well, he knows this is it. This is his last chance to get in this match. You want to get out. Remember that ball you missed so you don't do it again. You know, he missed it because of a flaw in the stroke. So let's stay down and shoot all the fundamentals perfectly.
Just has to clear the opening. He's just looking with his eyes where he wants to take that cue ball. He's got a couple choices here. I don't think he has to travel too far with that cue ball.
No.
Just keep it at that end of the table. As I said, he's got that opening between the 7 and the 8. Now just off 2 cushions to... I mean, the problem really is going to be from the 5 to the 6, Danny.
You're right. So he better get good on this shot. I don't know if he's going to... He went 2 rails, like you said, but he caught the point. Now he's in trouble. Oh, he's shaky. He's shaky. That was a terrible shot. That was really a terrible shot because now you have a tough shot and tough position. You know, anytime you're near the rail like this, there's not too much you could do with the cue ball. And he can't just cinch the ball because that does not bring him to the 6 ball. He's going to have to gamble. How do you get to the 6? I mean, he's going to try to draw it back a little bit and shoot the 6 in the side. And he couldn't get the draw because, like I said, you're near that rail. You can't hit that cue ball everywhere, and you needed to hit it low. Oh, he's in a little bit of trouble here because he's got a tough shot now, and there's no guarantee.
Mahusay yung pagkakatira niya pero medyo mahina. So pipinahin pa ni John Schmidt itong sa side pocket at mukhang napakahirap nitong tansyahin. Sumablay si John Schmidt doon, no, at kumibal doon sa corner nung side pocket na yon, at very disappointed yan si John Schmidt at open table kay Reyes. Mukhang alam na din, sabi nga open yan at maganda ang layout ng table. Makikita natin dito kung papaano ma-steal ni Efren Reyes itong laban na ito, at mukhang hindi na niya pababalikin sa table itong si John Schmidt. Panoorin natin mga kabilyar.
The loser side, and it's really tough to win a tournament on the loser side because you'd have to win about 8 in a row now or so, maybe more.
Well, you've got to hold your hat though to Reyes. Got to tip your hat to him. He's stuck to his guns. Wasn't been a performance that's going to go down in the history books as one of the great ones here in U.S. Open history, but a win is a win is a win.
Yeah, and it was very interesting. And again, that suspense element, that when a player looked like he's getting out and he doesn't, it's like a little bit of a shock. Imagine how the player feels.
And this 9 to close things out. Keep Reyes' dream for a second U.S. Open title alive.
Last ball si Efren Reyes at ito nga pumasok. Napakagandang laban na yan. 11-8 at congratulations Efren Reyes. Thank you for watching.